Alrighty, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing Blacksmith with the bunny girls. I know we've done Train, we've done Gravedigger, we've done Modernia, so we have to do Blacksmith and then obviously Chatterbox to see how they work. So far, they've been fantastic everywhere. I was finally able to actually clear Gravedigger with these two. I was finally able to clear Train with these two. So you can already tell why these two are very good. Now, in Blacksmith, they should work quite well. I never did a mock battle with these girls yet. I just put them here, so hopefully it works out. But it's gonna be pretty nice here because obviously the gimmick with, or I want to say the rotation gimmick with Blacksmith is that Blacksmith will basically just launch the bombs and then shoot you right after and just keep cycling between those two until you get to the 7th phase, or the 2nd phase after 7th HP bar, where now then he gets an interruption circle, right? So we should be good. I don't even need to have her run on the team for the AoE because BLANC is always going to have our damage dealt increased to enemies, so NOIR should just be able to break the bombs and hurt the enemy quite well, but we're still going to run her on. Now, another thing is, after the bombs go off, the boss starts shooting 2 individual units. This is where BLANC herself will come in handy, right? Not only with her shield, but with her consistent healing. You guys could kind of see why I never leveled up her shield at all. Just because right now, for me personally, I don't want to, because it doesn't really change much for me. I'm going to definitely level it up because it's 10 times better than Senti's, obviously, in terms of the capacity it could go up to for the percentage. But right now, I just care about the healing and the second and burst skill, right? This first skill is still gonna work wonders, right? And then obviously with NOIR, we still have our attack, and then we're gonna be able to have unlimited bullets, right? Because we have Modernia on the team, and then we're never really gonna get her burst skill. But if we end up getting her burst skill, so be it. And so Dorothy, Haran, let me just make sure this team has the stuff and we're gonna go. Alrighty, so I guess let me show you guys the cubes I'm running, just if you want to run it. Whoa, should not be this actually. It should be Resilience cube. Oh, both of them got a Resilience cube. I have to get that upgraded. 1 second. Don't have enough currency yet. I have to wait for union raids. But I'll still show you guys. So we have this cube, this cube, this cube, this cube. I gave her wingman just for NOIR's 2nd skill. Let's go in here and hopefully this works out as well as I think it should, because again, in terms of survivability, we definitely have that. In terms of support, where healing and stuff like that, which is technically under survivability, we have that. And in terms of damage, we have that from not only Haran and Modernia, but somewhat of NOIR and obviously Dorothy. So we have damage basically across the whole board, if my cursor would show. So here's Blacksmith. Quite a simple boss, right? One of the easier bosses of the game. Now we have auto off because obviously we cannot play with auto on. It's just not going to be enough. So we're going to wait for the bombs. Okay, and then we can do this. And then we could cover and keep attacking. You guys can kind of see they just directly went for Dorothy there. But next time we use our burst skill with BLANC, Dorothy will actually so right here, you guys can kind of see if we can do this. Should be fine, right? I don't know who got that. Was it Dorothy who got that? Indomitability? Wow, I think was no. Who got the Indomitability? I'm not sure exactly who got Indomitability there. It should have been what's it called? Dorothy, but I guess not. Let's try to get some of this done. Yeah, we can keep attacking. Right. The cover doesn't really matter because we're still always gonna heal, right? I just want to kind of wait. And, yeah, like I said, we can do this again. And then boom, we're at the 7th phase. Alrighty, so you can kind of see, let me see the damage as well. Obviously Dorothy, Modernia carrying Haran is doing damage, but you can see NOIR is not like, you know, she's not holding out. Like, she's at almost 5 million damage as well, and she's like just a supporter on the team at right now. Where like her role is a support on the team. It's not like actual, if I could thing. Okay, nobody's dead there, thankfully. Don't worry, we still have our heals, especially after this. Okay, and then we have this. So we should be fine here. I think the bot should just shoot at this point. Right? And then we can do that for Noir. And then there we go. Got rid of the bombs. And you can already see we're already at the 8th phase. So it works wonders, right? Consistent as well. We'll redo it just to see if it is consistent, but you can kind of see it's working wonders, right? Obviously, again, Dirty, Modernia, and Thing are doing the damage. And then again, Noir having the, like, Noir at 7 million damage is pretty good in general, I think, for the simple fact that, oh, I don't even need to, I think. But yeah, the constant healing from BLANC, the shield. Like, I could already beat Blacksmith, but like literally I could slap Noir and Dorothy, not Dorothy, Noir and BLANC on all my teams. Literally, they could be slapped on every single one of my teams for special interception and they will do something, right? So let's do it again, just to see how consistent it is, right? Because there we didn't flop at all, right? Nobody died because we obviously kept getting healed, and we still, remember, always have that one attack buff with actually we lost the attack buff some of the time in that game, right? But because of BLANC, we healed it back up. So you can see why it's a very nice combination, right? And you can notice that Modernia will never really like reload as well, right? So boom, and then boom. Look how her bullets just get refilled, right? It's kind of a nasty combination in my eyes, right? There we go. And then you can see, boom. Now Modernia, you see how it works? How Modernia just fully has her, like, it's so broken. Whoa. My Noir is about to die. Now one thing, or not Noir, my BLANC is about to die. Now one thing about BLANC is that she cannot give indomitability to herself, which I do think is a fair trade. So we're actually just gonna have to block this. And then do that. Okay. Right, but you can see the healing is still just gonna always be there, right? Which is just fantastic. We're healing after the burst skill, during the burst skill. It's never all that bad. Okay, now this is just looking silly. Okay, I think we're good. Right, we always still have indomitability there as well. But I think we're kind of delayed in terms of our burst skill. I do think we're delayed on our burst skill. Yeah, because we just lost our Haran, right? Which is fine, because guess what? Noir also has an AoE. So this should break it, hopefully. It did not do anything. Okay, well, the damage. So just tapping it was all you needed. But yeah, I don't even want to say so. It's still consistent. We are just delayed there on our burst skill, as you guys seen, right? Because of how my timing is, obviously. Like, but yeah, same results. We did lose her on. That's just because I delayed our burst skill when the first time I used her. Like, the burst skill timing matters so much because you're controlling it, right? I want to say you can't really auto blacksmith just because those bombs, right? The bombs go off at a certain time and your burst skill is going to go off before the bombs go off. And the whole point is to have your bombs go off, right? So we could do it one more time, heck. Because it doesn't take long, right? We could do it one more time just to see again for like 3 for 3. But literally, it should be, you could definitely use this team. Yes, Modernia, yes, Dorothy, yes, Haran are carrying in damage. Heck, even Noir is putting their part in. But the heals do matter from BLANC. And then obviously, just you see, so here, for example, we want to be able to use our burst skill right away. There. So now I think our timing should be good. We can cover here, right? Yeah, always make sure you cover right after you get those bombs, right? And then always attack the core as well, right? So here, we put it up, we can put it up, and we can put it up, go for the bombs, cover, and still go for this. And we can all attack again, right? But yeah, and then Dorothy. You guys already know what Dorothy does with her burst skill. It's just broken. 20-second burst skill. I still till this day cannot believe that. Oh my god. Okay, we actually got that. Holy. We were so close. We actually got that. Timing was off there for sure. Right? See, because they're up. And then boom. Wow, we lost Noir. Again, timing. Do we beat it without Noir? Because now we don't have BLANC's burst skill. Remember that. Now we no longer have BLANC's burst skill. So, there's a problem there. It's really just timing with the thing, right? Obviously, you could use a way better team. But yes, Noir and BLANC do work here. It's just timing. Right, like, I should probably just use the burst once I get it. And the moment they come out, just so that the cooldown starts now, and then boom. Right, probably do it like that instead. Rather than waiting for the bombs to come out and then start using the burst skill, right? Makes the most sense. So the cooldown for the other burst skill starts. So I could just do this, and then boom. And now, see? The only thing in Modernia, of course, with Modernia, our burst skill time is increased by 5 seconds. Wouldn't say that's hurting us as much. It's definitely affecting us, but it's not hurting us as much because when the bombs come out, we should be able to get like a couple shots in there, which is fine. And then again, just do this, and then if we have to, we'll just do that instead. Like if we have to use Noir, we'll just use Noir, right? As well. So there's that as well. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go, and we are fine. So yeah, the heals are still coming into play. Boom, boom. Oh, my Modernia finally reloaded. That's fine. Oh, does BLANC say showtime for Noir and BLANC? I just heard that. That's fine. And then boom. And yeah, so it's just timing. But you can see it's an easy clear as well. Just wait for the bombs. Guess there are no bombs. Oh, there are bombs. There we go. And it's done. Yeah. So it's very, very consistent. Obviously the last run, just timing. But Blacksmith was always a timing-based thing because of how the bombs activate and stuff like that. But you can see it works quite well. So if you want to use this team for Blacksmith, if you couldn't beat it before, this is a good team. And this team should be very good as well, just for the simple fact that 3 out of 5 of these characters had a summonable banner. So if you were playing back then and you still couldn't have beaten it, but you have all 4 of those characters being Dorothy, Modernia, BLANC, and Noir, then by all means, it should be fine. In terms of replacement for Haran, if you do not have, you could always use Privity, right? You could always use Privity. You could also always use D, right? Just for the damage interruption parts. That still will be a huge play in the, because the boss has parts. Not interruption parts, but damage is just parts, right? Blacksmith has parts, so you're just doing more damage overall. And the parts for Blacksmith are very tanky, so you're just doing free damage with D as well, right? And she has the AoE, so yes, so far we're 4 for 4. BLANC and Noir, perfect everywhere they go. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out later. Peace.